All right, my contemplation this morning is about honey. Honey. Honey is a natural sweet substance produced from honeybees. Produced by honeybees rather, from the nectar of flowers. It's been described as a complex mixture composed primarily of sugar, mainly glucose and fructose. Now, honey can be from different sources, depending on the flower that the bee visited for nectar. It can be clover honey, it can be manuka honey, particularly from New Zealand, with antibacterial properties. Acacia honey, you find that in Nigeria. Orange blossom honey. Now, my interest this morning is on the fact that Nigeria contributes less than 1% of this market, even though the potential to produce a lot is there. But why is there such a demand for honey? Because of antioxidant properties, antibacterial properties, antifungal properties. It's a cough suppressant, that's digestive health, healing, rich in nutrients, and for many other reasons. Now, so who are the major buyers of this product? And why is it? So who are the major exporters of this product? What is the global demand like? Global demand for honey is almost 3 billion, about 2.7 billion precisely, almost $3 billion in demand. So who are the major exporters of honey? Before I talk about the buyers, who are the major exporters of honey? Four countries controls 40% of the export of honey. 4 countries. Top on the list is New Zealand with the manuka honey. New Zealand, number 1 on the list, about 10%. Argentina, about 10%. China, about 10%. And India, about 9%. So about 40% of export of honey is from New Zealand, China, Argentina, and India. New Zealand, China, Argentina, and India. Who are the major buyers? It may interest you to know that if you want to export honey, the major buyer in the world, in fact, 40% of honey is purchased by 2 countries. 40%. 2 countries in the world buy 40% of this $3 billion market for honey. About 75% of that demand, of that 40%, is from the United States, which is about 30%. And about 10% of that demand is from Germany. So United States and Germany are the major buyers. Now, why is it that Nigeria is not a major exporter of honey? And what can we do differently? And the reason why I talk about this when I do my contemplation every morning is I'm trying to ask myself, what has this country done better? What are they doing differently? What can we learn from them? What is it that they are doing that is helping them to be able to, just 4 countries contributing about 40%. We have almost 200 countries. So let's look at New Zealand, for example. Honey bees in New Zealand feed on the manuka plant. Manuka plant. Now, this has a unique flora. And this gives New Zealand an advantage. New Zealand actually sells its honey at a premium, and people are willing to buy the high-value manuka honey. So they leverage on the uniqueness of the honey, number 1. But New Zealand also is very stringent on quality control, so that the buyer knows if you are getting manuka honey from New Zealand, you must be getting a good quality product. And that means they've given themselves, they've given a good reputation of being a producer of a high quality honey. The government mandates all the beekeepers to be registered. maintain rigorous record, and each batch of production must undergo testing. For chemical markers, they develop quality certification. The unique Manuka factor. This quality mark separate this product in the export market. This was developed in conjunction with the industry players, meeting a specified standard. So it's a brand on its own. That quality is a brand on its own. The government is it's not just funding, but partnering with private sector to increase yield, ensure reliable supply. The government also provides financial aid and support to the industry to protect the Manuka honey name, including legal action against producers in other countries. Intellectual property protection. The government-funded research program to identify unique marker to authenticate Manuka honey, so that if anybody copy it, because this plant is unique to New Zealand, they can test and know this is the marker to know this Manuka honey is from New Zealand, because they sell it at a premium price, far higher than others in the export market. New Zealand also have free trade agreements with different countries around the world to be able to push for the sales of this product in the export market. They help exporters to navigate the export process and comply with international standards. More importantly is making market research reports available to businesses to be able to identify undertapped export market and potential competitors, and this inform their strategies. How about the government of China? They encourage production of this product, actively promote beekeeping, safeguarding the right of beekeepers, promotion of bee pollination techniques. The relevant department disseminate and promote agronomic techniques for honeybee pollination, enhancing yield and the quality of the product. The beekeepers are required to avoid using harmful medicine and container, ensuring quality and safety of the honeybee. And by the way, China is said to have a uniqueness in the level of production, and it has given China an advantage to sell at a cheaper price. They establish trading market, developing market abroad, providing information to be able to help the exporter find market, support for wholesale and market infrastructure, enforcement of technical specification. You know, the idea is to ensure that this product, if you are going to export it, you must meet certain minimum quality standard, because immediately the market knows, oh, this country uphold this standard. Look at what will happen. Immediately the market knows this country uphold this standard. What they will do immediately is to buy more from you, to place more order from you. What I'm trying to say in all of this is, I'm talking about the role of government in ensuring that the quality of the honey is good enough, in ensuring that there is market development, in ensuring certification and uniqueness, and in ensuring increase in the volume of production. Honey is a $3 billion market. $1 billion today is about 1.5 trillion. That tells you the enormity of this market and the fact that the government can work with the private sector, supporting the necessary infrastructure to be able to produce abundance of honey for the export market. People are moving away from sugar. People want something a lot healthier. And because of the desire to move away from inorganic substance to organic, and concern about healthy living, people are replacing their sugar intake with honey. And this is driving up the demand for honey. Remember that the market is about 3 billion, and the importers of this product are United States being a major buyer, followed by Germany, another major buyer. But there are other buyers. France is buying about 5%, United Kingdom about 5%, Japan about 6%, Italy about 4%, Spain about 3% of the global market for this product. But the contribution, not just of Nigeria, of Africa to this market, $3 billion market, is extremely small. African contribution is just about 16%, and Nigerian contribution is 0.42%, less than 1%, actually about $70,000. That's the Nigerian contribution to the total demand of about $3 billion of honey in the world. We've seen what New Zealand is doing, what China is doing. There's a lot to learn from them to be able to maximize and grow the volume and the quality of honey shipment. From Africa in particular, because Africa is doing about $60 million. And of course, from Nigeria in particular, doing about $70,000. That's very small. This is my contribution this morning. Thank you very much for listening, and see you in the next video as I go to discuss other products of interest. Thank you very much, and bye for now.